Greetings Aries, and welcome to your September reading with me. That is a sound bath meditation using a crystal bowl for the third eye chakra area. So welcome to your reading. That's a very, very powerful crystal bowl, and the intensity when you hear the tune is often quite not overwhelming but extremely powerful. So guys, thank you for your patience in waiting for the readings to be uploaded. I know that a lot of the others have been done. Technically, I was just going by whoever has the most views is the first to get their uploads for the following or the next month. And unfortunately, Aries and Sagittarius had the least views, hence you guys are coming towards the last of the readings. And I do upload them as soon as I've done them, and it does take me sometimes quite a while to get all 12 done. And I know that a lot of you wait patiently, so your patience is rewarded somewhere along the line. And I guess you could say part of a lesson for the month is patience and the act of it. So anyhow, we will be using these 4 decks of cards. These two are more oracle and tarot, and these two are oracle. Now for the month of September, the Saturn goes direct in September. There is also the solstice day on the 23rd, and it is of course the change of seasons on the planet from summer to autumn and from winter to spring. Yay! Bring it on! And with that, we often see turbulent times, both weather-wise and also with emotions and people on the planet and even animals. So we can expect a bit of turbulence. And speaking about that, we talk about the fact that these months or years that we're moving into are times that are full of unpredictable cycles of non-completion, if you like. Now, right now is a period in time where we are walking into a new 12-year cycle. So what we choose to focus on at this point in time is what we are taking forward with us for 12 years. So be very careful about where you focus your intention and what you put your aspirations or thoughts to. This is really important. It's a powerful window of time, and it's worth setting some really positive paradigms or thought perspectives or timelines ahead for yourself so that you are moving into the stuff that you really want to have happen. While we're talking about just the general times for everybody, a lot of the astrologers, and I'm not an astrologer per se, but I do listen to a lot of it, astrologers are saying this is a time phase that we haven't seen for 2,000 years with the planetary alignments, and it's really important for us to have flexibility in our lives so that we can explore and experiment to gain clarity. And a term that I have heard utilised by a chap who I think is really cool, he calls it a period of divine discontent, which will liberate us into our new realities. So it's sort of like the more discontent we feel, or the more discombobulation, the more we're heading to our new self, or the new timeline or reality that we will experience. Now, I have shuffled the cards, but I will shuffle them again briefly for you guys. I've done that for everyone. I'm an Aries as well, so I've been patiently waiting for the reading too. Now, everybody got a phrase or a word to focus on for the month as well. And when this one came out, I thought, oh, really? Anyhow, you can't change it. It is what it is. So, Aries, we got the word mother. Mother. The mother of all words, mother. And with that, it'll be up to you as to how that word resonates and what it means for you. Somewhere, somehow, all of us came into this being through a mother. Now, for some of you, your mothers may not have been a particularly, empowering figure or feature in your life, and for others of you, she will have been your world. So for each and every one of you to focus on what that mother term means, and it might also mean that about your mothering, or about someone around you who is like a mother, or your own mothering capacities, or even Mother Earth. So we'll see if we get any more information as we start to go through the reading. I have been working predominantly using starting with this deck, and I will continue to do so. So here we are, Aries, the first card for the reading for September 2019 for you guys, and it is, wow, we can't complain at that one, fulfillment of wishes. So I just sort of said to you guys, this is a time to really set aside, a period of introspection where you can designate how you wish to go forward. And when you do that and set some strategies and some desires and some goals, goal setting is very, very important, and I think it's underrated. Fulfillment of wishes comes about often when goals are being achieved. Now, I also note in this card of John Holland's, he holds some sort of scribe here in the background, and that is sometimes too, and he also has a cap, almost as if he has gained some sort of knowledge or accreditation. So there's a possibility that for some of you, you have stepped up somehow to the plate and you have become, I want to say something more than accredited. I want to say you've become ordained. Wow, where did that come from? Anyhow, some of you have become ordained, okay? So there's been something powerful go on that has seeded you to the place of this rising. And it's more like there's this etheric light from behind. So for some of you, this is in a spiritual attainment or a physical or emotional. And that's what the fulfillment of wishes is, of course. It's about our emotions, and often in the realm of love. So this is, even though it's your first card and it's not a major arcana, it is one of the most treasured in the whole tarot deck. And it's a very profound one of success at one's heart's desires. So each of you will have a different resonant energy as to what that card is actually meaning for you, but it seems to have a fair bit of power and glow about it. So let's move to this next deck and see what comes. Wow, and this is again a reward and an acknowledgement and achievement, and it often is in terms of the career, and sometimes it can also be gaining accreditation, like this guy here with the scribe. So for some of you, have you finished a degree, or have you finished a learning curve, or have you been through something, even a life's journey, that you have finally been able to tick off and go, yay, I've got to the end of that. Now, some of you, this could even be a health related cycle that you are coming out of. Number 9 is the endings of things. So you're like the ending of a cycle or a phase that you've been in, and you're moving into something new. But I often associate this one with career or accolades or diplomas or degrees or accreditations or projects that are finished, and success has been acknowledged. So somehow people are acknowledging your wisdom or attainment or benefits as well along the way. This can also mean for some of you some sort of monetary increase, a pay rise, an increment, something along those lines. So 2 really powerful positive cards to begin the journey of September with. And remember, as I say, this might be September's reading, but this, the way you contemplate it and the thought you put into this month coming up, is very powerful about how you go into 2020 and well beyond. So let's see what this one is. Release. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. So Archangel Michael has come in. We haven't had the archangels in for many of the other readings. It's lovely when you get an archangel in and you can utilize his energy for anything during the month. If there is something you need to release, then work on it with him. And you can do that by connecting with him in, I'll use the word prayer, but it doesn't have to be prayer per se. It's when you talk to them. You can talk to them in your mind, you can write things down in a journal, you can talk out loud if you're alone. I wouldn't do it on a public bus or the subway. You might be released off that and never get home. So it's all about, just talking to them in some form and asking for the help and support that you need around whatever it is you're releasing. Now, there's plenty of different things we can all choose to release in life, such as anger or resentment, or fear or worry, anxiety, any of those lower vibrational energy patterns, and releasing them allows the freeing up of toxicity in your system, and for that to be passed out and released as well. So that's a really personal card. It's about whatever it is that you personally need to release, and let go to continue moving on this journey of the fulfillment of wishes. So lovely positive messages that we're imbuing here for you guys, Aries. The angel of healing. The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send you healing. This is a beautiful card, and it's a bit of a strange picture to look at. The guy there seems to be plunging his hand into the depths of her body. And in fact, if on the body, that where he's putting his hand technically is around about the space where the liver resides. And the liver resides or holds on to anger. So, and the liver is a great detoxifier, and it releases toxins from the body. And we had just talked about releasing when this card came through. So these two may go hand in hand. For some of you, there's whatever it is you're releasing has a degree of healing that is either going with it currently or has just been healed as well. And swallows may play a role in this for you. Now, this is really interesting. It is to me, but we were just recently up in the Northern Hemisphere around Europe, and we spent a lot of time up there, and the amount of swallows everywhere, because we don't really have them much here in New Zealand, I was captivated by the magnificence of the swallows, and I would watch them everywhere I went and just stop and gaze at them in beauty and awe in real terms. So even maybe nature or birds might have a meaning or a message for you as you allow this release pattern to take flight and leave the scene. So the angel of healing, I'm going to read for you from the book because there could be a significant message in there. It is a lovely card. He is also, if you look from the picture, he is healing through his eyes. So there's kind of like a Reiki energy going on there. Your angel of healing has felt your sadness and has shown up in your reading today to reflect healing light into your heart. Your angel wishes you to know that you are loved more than you can possibly imagine. Even though you feel alone and unloved at times, know that you are eternally loved, whether you feel it or not. You are dearly loved and appreciated by many on the earth plane as well as in the angelic realm. Close your eyes right now, place your hand upon your heart and feel the healing light pour through as you feel the presence of your angel. Feel yourself being breathed and supported by the universal life force of love, and imagine yourself glowing with light. Talk to your angel, ask anything you wish, share anything you wish. You may communicate through writing or simply through thought and feeling. Doubt not that your angel exists. You will receive a positive sign of confirmation of some kind in the next few days, which will help you to both trust and believe. And I think that's extremely synchronistic, because I just mentioned to you how to make contact with Archangel Michael. So for a lot of you, Michael may be the one who is bringing about the healing attributes as well for you. And so if any of you are stuck in a place of where there is sadness or feeling of loss, and we all go through those situations, and it would be, I think, inhuman to suspect that we didn't experience emotions like that. And sometimes the healing process is much harder than others. And for some of you, this may even involve your mother. So it's been a powerful month of readings. There have been quite a few other astrological signs that have had healing energies and things to do with their parents and family members as well. So I think this is possibly a continuation on from that. So I wish you all to take the time to experience this healing and this release work that's available for you. You can tune back into the video. At the end of this, I might do a sound bath meditation for you all if you want to stay on and listen. It'll extend the length of the video, so I will only do it at the end. It's up to you to choose whether you want to or not. So yeah, also don't forget to check your moon and rising signs, and also hit the notification button, so that way any of the videos that you want to watch, you'll get notification of when they come online, because as I say, I'm sometimes a bit sporadic. Wow, The crown chakra, it's really where we make the connection to the angelic realm or the higher vibrational frequencies. I noticed too she's wearing this same beautiful violet colour. So the crown chakra is at the top of your head, and this is where, as I say, we can find our in tune frequency to allow that feeling of attainment or atonement or fulfillment and gratitude and empathy and compassion. So some of you will have an opening that will come through this release and this healing work, and you might find yourself in periods or moments of bliss or awareness or cosmic understanding. And for others of you, there's a blockage in this area that has caused perhaps a feeling of sadness or loss and this need to release. And it may be that you need to do healing work from the crown chakra part of your body. So this can also sort of come about in physical terms in ways of pains in the head. So headaches like migraines, strange eye aches or ear problems. I've got ear problems at the moment after traveling. Sinus problems, anything to do with the head that can create a blockage that can sometimes show us that our crown chakra needs a little bit of activation and release work, which will help to bring about this fulfillment of wishes and this completion of a cycle. Now I'm feeling it's a very end of a karmic cycle at the moment. What am I doing here? That there's a lot of karma that's coming to a fruition in this period of time as well. So number 2 is the Two of Wands. It's the waiting game. It's telling you there is a little bit of a time delay going on for some of these things. You know, if you are wanting a release and a healing, it doesn't often happen immediately. So this might be something that you do have to work on and that you will be working on for a period of months. I said months, so it might be 2 months. It might be a 2-month period for a lot of you where you're finding things moving and shifting. This is also about creativity. Sometimes this infers there can be a bit of a block. It can also be about 2 opportunities or propositions that might be on your mind around career or your creative ideas that you've got. Oh, wow, that's the same card. The Two of Wands. So the message has been amplified, so it's either a timing issue, the 2-month might be relevant. For some of you it could be as little as 2 days or 2 weeks. There is another person involved, and that could be this person here as well. So there might be something that someone else wants to say that you need to listen to. And the Two of Wands is also about balance and cohesion, and it's also about partnerships. So there could be something to do with partnerships in terms of a business or career for some of you, or another person involved. And this could fling back into personal relationships, or you know, your other friend type relationships or community relationships as well, and it's about applying balance to them. This is a card of looking into the future and wanting activity to happen, and as I say, there could be some timing things going on. The Judgment card, another big major arcana. More things up here, activation through the crown chakra, just as this card has already pointed out. So more double up messages here, guys. See this activation on the top of the crown where this flames are coming through. We sort of saw it up here where we got the feeling of this declaration of some sort of award or a rise or a cosmic awareness. Some of you might just get struck by this. Wow, it might have been a release that comes, that blows you away, that gives you a cosmic opening or awareness or epiphany or an understanding. This Judgment card is very, very powerful, and it talks about a whole new understanding of who you are, what your beliefs are, where you're headed, who you're taking with you. It can be very much coming from celestial realm, from the angelic realm up here, because this is an angel delivering this message in. So you're having that message a couple of times through here about angels working with you and bringing about healing. So if some of you are going through physical healing that needs to take place as well, then I'm thinking this is on the cards for you guys too. You have to connect with it, and you have to tune into it and help it to work. They've told you several times, connect with the celestial realm that you need to make these things work, and for the growth to occur, and for the blockages to be cleared, and for release to come. The Judgment card, it is a powerful card, and I probably can't go into it too much here because it's sort of so intense, but it's also very personal. This can be when your integrity values are being reassigned, or when you are aware that something you've been doing has not been your story, it's been someone else's story, and you've been perhaps pleasing people or groups of people, and it's time to stand up and take a stand for who and what you are and what you want in life. Emotional sensitivity. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity, as it is a gift to us all. I think the more you become aware, awake, and activated in the chakra wheel system of the spiritual body, the more emotional sensitivity you uplift, which is it's certainly a journey that I had found myself on. And I hold extreme sensitivities to a lot of different things. So for some of you, this might be becoming more of an awareness or an issue for you. At the same time, this is how the empaths, and this is how the light workers, the healers, this is how we all manage to activate that energy and carry it forward for the use of others. So it is a gift to everyone. So if you are going through emotional sensitivity or physical or spiritual or sensitivities, don't be worried about them and don't be fearful of them. Just utilize them to the best way you can to incorporate them into your life structure and the lessons that you are here to learn and grow from in particular. So the God of indulgence, it's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence in balance is healthy. That's a really nice card for you guys to get. It's a nice light one as well. It talks about balance, but it says, yes, you can indulge your, the fun things in life. So it does tell us to make sure we have fun on life's journey. It's not all hard work and seriousness. And I noticed that the colours are kind of similar to the indigo colour here with the crown chakra in the background, and the third eye is crackling as well in here, and he's very activated through the eyes, as was your other angel that came through with eyes. So some of you are either going to receive messages through the eyes, which could be visions. Some of you might receive visions or be aware of the light frequencies that are around at the moment. If you take the time to look at the sunrises and the sunsets at the moment and the rainbows around, some of you will be surprised to see amazing light displays. And so that's a message that's coming through here for some of you. Others, you might get dreams, astral dreams, strange connections in dream time spaces. And in fact, that is something that happened to me the other day too, with my mother and father, who have both passed away. I had an amazing dream about them the other night. It was really very, very special. So that might have been in context to that mother word that was at the beginning of the reading as well. Yeah, just remember, indulge in balance. And when we bring in the fun, the laughter, the happiness, the excitement, the pleasure, the social aspects of life, we also feel connection to others and to ourselves as well. So don't be worried about indulging in balance. Discontent and boredom, not quite such a nice card, but this is the Four of Cups. We're still in the emotional sector. So this can be a card about thinking, oh, could I do better? Could I have more? So sometimes it tells us that there's a lack of satisfaction and that you're looking for more things, whereas there's a lot going on in here that you could be dealing with and dealing to. So don't take on too many new things when you've got things like this going on in the background, and also pay dividend to and homage to some of the healing and release that's taking place before you go out either seeking for or searching for all the new stuff. Oftentimes, until we've done the healing work and released the past or released any problems we've got, anything new that we're seeking, we don't really approach it with the right appropriateness and the right due diligence. So just be aware of that if you are out seeking for new stuff, be whatever it may. wow, look, we've got the Three of Cups now, and see, that's more about rejoicing again and celebration, and that really is what this card was telling you. So another message that's duplicated itself. This is having fun and great times and getting together with your friends, or brotherhood or sisterhood in life, knowing that there is respect. There's a great feeling of camaraderie. This can happen when you have got functions to attend that are family related or community related. They often are wonderful restoration places where you feel not necessarily honoured, but you feel respected and trusted and worthy. And this can be a gathering of 3 friends that go together to do something, and it could be taking place in this time span of September. In fact, it most likely is. So that's a really nice light card again. Back in the heart chakra, so we've had lots of emotion cards coming through. All the ones with the green borders are the cups cards, which relate to the heart chakra. And this one here says the answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. So remember back to that first word you got, the mother word, the releasing here, any emotional sensitivity. All of these cards are working hand in hand in the energy of bringing in healing love, healing any wounds or past illnesses, whether they be emotional or physical. So lots of beautiful healing within your reading at many different levels, and because this is a general reading, each of you will personally feel them at whatever level you need to address them at. But I do think it's a month well worthy of applying some of this healing energy into your time frame and your time schedule. Firm foundation, this is the Four of Pentacles. You had the two, or you haven't had a Pentacles actually yet. So we're in the Pentacles realm, and this can be about money and finances and career. It says there's a firm stabilization there. So oftentimes if you're worried about your finances, you've got a little bit more going for you than you think. It's time to sit back and perhaps calculate where you might have put some, or how you've been planning on saving or manifesting money coming in. It's a good card in terms of steadiness, and that's what it says, a firm foundation. If money or finances or your career is causing you anxiety, I don't think it needs to be at this current point in time. There's a little bit more going on in the foundation work that you can relax into. Okay, so don't panic about if a bill turns up and you think you hadn't allowed for it, then just give it a little bit more time. There'll probably be a way to pay it one way or another if you budget, or if you extrapolate it out, or if you try and sell something else to go towards paying it, or if you approach someone for a loan or borrow some money, you might be surprised that it covers itself. Now the one thing that I do notice down here is this triangle. This would be at the base of the spine, which is the base chakra, and it's kind of like an illuminated energy heading up the spine and up to the crown chakra. For some of you, you might have back pain, lower hip, thigh, abdominal or buttock pain that could need freeing up, removing of any pain associated in this area of your body. So you could do it by the traditional ways, go and see a doctor, get some checks, or you could do it the non-traditional through some sort of healing process or light therapy work, Reiki, meditation. The world's your oyster. There's plenty of different options that you could seek to find the answers to. The King of Swords could well be an air sign person. He could be someone in your life, either a current partner or employer. Quite often he comes in as an employer. They're generally fairly lawfully diligent. They're very much speakers, and they often thoughts are applied here. So either communication with someone like this, and it could be quite terse or firm, or that it could be quite quick and unrelenting. It might be about a specific object or a certain appraisal or a certain avenue that you have to take or follow. He could potentially be a new partner for some of you if you are seeking new partners, or he may be a current partner who is acting quite strongly and trying to set some rules or boundaries. It's up to you how you feel about what he's doing, whether or not he he or she, doesn't have to be a he, whether he or she sits into how you're currently flowing at the moment. His energy is a bit more restrictive than a creative flow. Some of you might find a bit of restriction when he's around. Anyhow, it could be good. It could bring in rules, sort of rules and boundaries. The sacral chakra. You've had a lot of chakra energy work coming in for you in the month. This is the one just above the base chakra, sort of through about here. So there's activation that was already occurring from this thought, from the firm that foundation, which is to do with our resources, our wages, our salary, our finances, our home roots, grounding us into the ground, and then moving into our practicality and our creativity. So the sacral chakra is very much our creative area and our passion and our excitement and our free flow in life. And it says you are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods and energies. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations and relationships. Now, we had the You Are Sensitive card a little bit earlier, and you've got the message again. So yet another double up in messages for you. Your reading is powerful because it's doubly told you everything twice over. So as you watch the video, you'll hear duplication of medicines, duplication of messages that are really important to listen to. Where it says energies, you're highly sensitive to energies. There's a lot of energies coming down on the planet. I said that to you before, that you could see them in light, in the way that light might come through your eyes and attract you to be aware of visions or energies. And I think a lot of you are going to experience that this month one way or another. And if you see something spectacular in the sky, or even in beautiful bird formations that are flying around, or birds that leave feathers for you, or strange signs like that, I'd love you to leave a comment and let us all know. But it's definitely telling you about these sensitivities and to be aware of them, but to not let that stop you. So I think we will stop there, guys, because we've had so much message for you guys about all the different energies and clearing and healing work, through the sacral chakra, through energies, through visions, through angelic realm, through this activation of these ones, of the firm foundation, and then the healing and the release and the heart chakra energy. It's been a really prolific reading of kind of like, boo, yeah, we're doing something here, guys. We're really going to activate something up. So with all these cards that are here in this bundle of energetic network, I really feel it is worthwhile doing this sound bath meditation for you. So I will stop with the cards there. You can see it's a glorious reading. It's a nice vibrational reading. You started off with that beautiful card, fulfillment of wishes. Carry that through for yourselves. Focus on the positives. Take yourself into the next 12 years. And now sit back and enjoy the sound bath meditation. So I'll just set that all up for you now, and then we will do that for a few minutes so that you can just relax into it and take up the vibration of the energy. Much love, everyone. Thanks for subbing. Push that notification button and check out your moon and rising sign. Namaste, everyone. Namaste.